Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, November 30th. We have a powerful storm system to deal with today in the Ohio Valley, the eastern part of the nation. It'll push from the southeastern states towards the eastern Great Lakes over the next 24 hours or so. There's already some steady and heavy rainfall this morning in the D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City corridor. Precipitation pattern there becomes more showery this afternoon. However, there will be the chance of a strong thunderstorm or two as well this afternoon as it becomes quite windy and turns noticeably milder. Any one of those thunderstorms can produce some damaging wind gusts and some additional heavy rainfall. The upper level low associated with this powerful storm system really will be kind of forced to slow down, even come to a stall later tonight into the day on Tuesday, and it'll remain therefore unsettled on Tuesday and certainly colder. We talked about last week how this particular storm system will be kind of a pattern changer as we transition from November into December beginning on Tuesday, and indeed it looks colder than it has been for sure in the eastern U.S. going forward for the foreseeable future, and pretty stormy as well. Here's the latest radar loop from WSI's Intellicast.com. A couple of main things I want to point out. First of all, it's already cold enough for snow out across the Midwest into the Ohio Valley, and there's no doubt there will be accumulating snow places like Ohio, even western Pennsylvania, the eastern Great Lakes region, West Virginia over the next 12 to 24, even 36 hours or so. Cold enough, again, for accumulating snow out across the Ohio Valley and even to the higher elevation regions of the western mid-Atlantic. Like I said a moment ago, western Pennsylvania and West Virginia has a chance for a couple inches of snow out of this pattern. Meanwhile, in the I-95 corridor region from D.C. to Philly to New York City, some steady and heavy rain at times this morning. Becomes more of a showery type of pattern this afternoon as a warm front presses to the north. There can be some strong thunderstorms this afternoon into the early evening as well in the I-95 corridor region. Temperatures will jump from the 40s this morning in some spots all the way into the middle 60s later today. Strong southeast to east winds during the afternoon hours will help to push those temperatures from this morning's cool levels to this afternoon's mild levels. And again, watch out for some strong thunderstorms this afternoon. All of this tends to grind to a halt as it moves into southeastern Canada thanks to a blocking high pressure system across Canada, and that will keep it unsettled in the eastern states on Tuesday, and it'll certainly be colder, still breezy, maybe some showers, maybe some snowflakes mixed in the eastern part of the nation on Tuesday. And again, this is a pattern changer. We generally have colder conditions going forward, certainly compared to what we've experienced in the eastern U.S. during the last week or so. Well, let's kind of focus in on this particular storm system that is beginning the new work week here, and it has a lot of things going for it. First of all, we had a chilly air mass move into the northeastern part of the nation over the latter part of the weekend, and that tends to form kind of an overrunning surface. All this milder air from the southeastern U.S. now pushing up and over chilly air mass in place. That helps to intensify the precipitation, and indeed there's some steady and some heavy rainfall right now in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. It has multiple jet streaks to work with as well. We're looking here way up at the upper part of the atmosphere, 250 millibar level as we begin the day on Monday. Strong winds already up across the northeastern part of the nation, but watch this area down here over the next 12 to 24 hours or so. Just an intense upper level jet streak associated with this particular slow moving storm system. This is the way the upper level jet looks later on tonight and then into the day on Tuesday. And again, it will remain unsettled in the mid-Atlantic region on Tuesday with that upper level low still spinning nearby. Again, it kind of grinds to a halt because of a blocking pattern in the upper atmosphere over Canada. So still some showers on Tuesday while it remains windy. It'll turn colder, maybe even some snowflakes all the way into the Appalachians, and maybe even some snowflakes all the way into the I-95 corridor region on Tuesday. Well, not only does this have some upper level jet streak energy associated with this powerful storm system, down in the lower levels, this is the 850 millibar wind forecast for this morning and later on today. A lot of winds on the east side of this slow moving storm system in the lower levels of the atmosphere. That will increase the chance for some damaging wind gusts this afternoon. Again, the overall precipitation pattern in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City will become more of a showery type of pattern this afternoon, more convective as well, with some scattered strong thunderstorms that could produce some damaging wind gusts because of this low-level jet streak. And watch what happens as we progress through the day. Quite strong winds in the lower levels of the atmosphere. It won't take much for that to transfer down to the ground level, the surface conditions where we all live, and that raises a chance for some damaging wind gusts later on today, perhaps up to 50 miles per hour or so, especially associated with those scattered strong thunderstorms that I expect to develop during the PM hours along the I-95 corridor region. Then we go into tonight, and that all shifts up across New England, and again, the strong thunderstorms can move into New England during the early evening hours, and it remains unsettled on Tuesday and still quite windy with all this jet streak activity both in the lower levels and the upper levels of the atmosphere. Well, let's take a look at one other level. This is the middle part of the atmosphere, the 500 millibar layer. We looked at 250, then we looked at 850. Now this is the middle part of the atmosphere, and look at this a wave of energy here over the Tennessee Valley as we begin the day on Monday. And this energy in the upper part of the atmosphere is also a contributing factor to this powerful storm system. We'll move forward here, and notice how slow it moves. This is now all the way into Tuesday morning, and still the upper level low at 500 millibars hanging over the Mid-Atlantic region as late as into the latter part of the day on Tuesday. Again, all because of this blocking pattern you see here represented by some orange up across central and eastern Canada. High pressure ridging, higher heights than normal across the eastern part of Canada. That suppresses the movement of this particular storm system, and again will remain quite unsettled on Tuesday with additional showers, and it may be cold enough for some snowflakes to mix in on Tuesday all the way into the I-95 corridor region. Again, it takes till the middle part of the week for that to pull on out of here. This is the Wednesday forecast, but notice another strong wave of energy in the upper part of the atmosphere over the middle part of the nation at midweek could spawn another storm system to deal with in the eastern states late this week or during the upcoming weekend. Still many questions to be answered about that potential storm system at the end of the week. Well, let's wrap up with the surface forecast maps. We looked at all the upper levels. This is now at the ground level where we all live, and again, strong storm system here with steady heavy rain this morning as a warm front pushes to the north through the I-95 corridor region of D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Cold enough for snow, as represented here by blue. Again, some accumulations across Ohio, eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, western Pennsylvania over the next 24 hours or so. This afternoon, this precipitation pattern goes away from being steady to more of a showery type of pattern, but it also will raise the possibility of some strong thunderstorms during the afternoon following the passage of that warm frontal system, and any one of those storms can have some damaging wind gusts. And here we go into the day on Tuesday. Tuesday morning forecast map. Notice surface low still spinning over the eastern Great Lakes, again forced to come to a grinding halt because of the blocking pattern aloft over Canada. It's certainly some accumulating snow from the eastern Great Lakes down across Ohio, western Pennsylvania into the West Virginia higher elevation areas. Could even be some flakes mixing in with some residual shower activity on Tuesday east of the Appalachians. We'll have to watch for that tomorrow. Here we go, just sitting and spinning, and then that slowly works its way to the north and east at midweek. This is the Wednesday afternoon forecast. Still windy on Wednesday, colder than we have experienced over the past several days, and then we'll look into the center part of the nation with that next wave of energy aloft. There will be a storm system developing. Exactly where it ends up moving in the eastern part of the nation at the end of the work week, still in question. We'll monitor that over the next couple of days here. But for today, steady, heavy rainfall this morning in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, showers this afternoon, and maybe some embedded strong thunderstorms as well. Turns colder in the overnight hours, and certainly colder on Tuesday and for the foreseeable future in much of the central and eastern part of the nation. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.